I'm on Highway 199. This is the route to the Redwoods and the coast at Crescent City. I'm coming into the Illinois Valley. I'm going to be heading over to Cave Junction. Just east of there is a fire lookout. It's on a few of the higher mountains. The highest point's called Kerby Peak. So that mountain right there is where the lookout is located. Okay, I'm at the gate, very bottom of the road. I'm at about 2,000 feet elevation, which means I have a 3,000 foot gain. So there's some somewhat recent tracks heading on up. Hitting our first snow patch, probably just over 4,000 feet in elevation. And up through there is a ridge. I believe this road reaches that point, and then the lookout will be somewhere in that direction. So around this bend I have made it on top of the saddle here. That's looking more towards the north. Not really much of a view. As you can see, there were some vehicle or two that did make it all the way to right there. And it looks like the snow was too deep. You can see that it looks like somebody was walking through a little bit. So as far as I know, nobody's been to the lookout here. So that's the mountain with the lookout. It's not in view, it's on the other side. The road here goes down a little bit and curves to the left and kind of regains to the top from the other side. It's over towards Kerby Peak. Believe it or not, I believe that mountain there has a little lake tucked away up in there. It's called Rabbit Lake. And that's more towards the Grayback Mountain area. This is kind of unusual. Even though it's part of the hillside here that was just kind of carved out by the road, I guess they just left this huge monolith of rock. I have reached another gate right around the bend on the south side. Right in the boundary of some large old growth trees. So the last little bit of this road is narrow and pretty steep. So I'm just gonna park my bike right there and hike up the last 2/10 of a mile. Alright, I'm approaching the lookout. They really seem to have the area under surveillance. Signs posted everywhere. It's definitely got a very nice, prolific view. Go ahead and do a zoomed in view. This is looking back to the east, the mountains I saw coming up, Kerby Peak and all that. Definitely noticeably red. Some cliffs in there. And in the distance there you can see Dutchman Peak. far the eastern Siskiyous. Observation Peak is one of those. I think it's that one in the middle there. It's the west side of Grayback Mountain. I think that's probably either Mount Elijah or, yeah, I believe that's what that is. Oregon Caves would be somewhere just below that. And that's going further into California. That might be Bolon Mountain. Probably not, but I just know it's somewhere in that vicinity there. This is now heading pretty much straight south. Preston Peak is most prolific. Looks good this time of year with all the snow. It's about 7,300 feet in elevation. Then I'll head over onto the lookout itself. Got a lot of cameras. This is towards the south end of the Illinois Valley. That's where Highway 99 goes, towards Crescent City. Okay, now we're on the other side here. Illinois Valley all down below. It's quite hazy in that direction. And then across the way is the Kalmiopsis Wilderness. That area is pretty bare from the 2002 Biscuit Fire. Pearsall Peak, which also has a fire lookout on top. That's a little bit lower in elevation than here. Still have some snow. The Illinois River actually goes right through in there. Got Lake Selmac. And northwest of here is Brandy Peak is the highest in that group of snowy mountains. And the scenery kind of becomes a little bit more nondescript going northwards. That right there is, I don't know how well it turns out, but that's Interstate 5 going up Sexton Mountain Pass. And this fire lookout was built in the 1980s, I think. It's already looks a little bit decayed a little bit. It's like a marijuana farm. Pretty common in the valley, all around southern Oregon, northern California. All these circles for all the marijuana plants. Usually there's a large fence. I've spent a few hours up here. The late afternoon contrasts are starting to look nice on all the mountains. Looking eastwards. But I'm probably going to head on down now. And just look underneath here. Storage unit. $274. Even this outhouse has a nice backdrop. Carpenter ant and termite killer. Nancy's non-fat yogurt. Yeah, it looks like the toilet itself is missing. One last little pass I had to climb up at the very top, and it's just all downhill from here. A couple more snow patches. Yeah, this is the last snowbank here, right on the saddle. Up ahead is where the vehicle that was here last turned around. That was kind of fun. I'm back at the car. Maybe 20-25 minutes it took. Doing some pretty hard braking. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of heat. There's a huge tree here that's pretty angled over. Its base is straight up and down, but then somewhere in the middle there it really starts to lean. Eventually this thing will just snap and probably fall right in front here.